Check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Alright, this video I just want to talk about some basic planetary magic. A common sense approach to working with the planets. So if you're not familiar, I'm going to try to add a little context to this so you know what I'm talking about and it just ain't sounding silly. So when I talk about working with the planets, so you should be familiar with the story that God created the world in 7 days or whatever, right? So the 7 days of the week, each day is named after a planet or a god. Right? So Monday is ruled by the moon. Tuesday is ruled by Mars. Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. Thursday is ruled by Jupiter. Friday is ruled by Venus. Saturday is ruled by Saturn. Sunday is ruled by the sun. Right? Also, these planets used to be referred to more so as gods, and different cultures have their own different pantheon of deities and such, but they all are representing these same aspects of energy. So, for example, the moon is also known as the goddess Isis or Luna. Just depends on what region of the world you in, right? Tuesday or the planet Mars, I should say. Mars is also known as Aries, right? This is the god of war energy. Mercury is also Hermes. Venus, or Thursday, Jupiter. So Thursday, the god Thor, the god of thunder. Also Zeus, right? So all that, Jupiter, Thor, Zeus, all that is describing a certain aspect of energy. So the gods and goddesses are descriptions of a particular energy. Venus is the love goddess. Saturn, the god Saturn, also known as the devil. Saturn is the devil. And I'm talking about an esoteric term, not the devil as it relates to the world view of the devil. The sun, in Egyptian mythology, that's Ra, the sun god. Here, this is why they have the masses go to church on Sunday to go in this part of the world to go worship the Son of God. So the reason, when we're talking about working with the planets, what we're talking about is, so the way people go, whenever you start to get a better knowing of how this stuff works, then you start to see that it's not about worshiping these deities and such, but it's about aligning with the energy current. It's about getting in rhythm with how a particular energy is flowing, getting in the flow, because we don't want to be knowingly going against the grain. So yeah, here's a book. This book is called Planetary, The Secrets of Planetary Magic. Skinny book. Is pretty much straight to the point and is very practical. Right? It's very practical. I used some ideas out this book to help me with doing some magic. So I'm gonna read just the basic something out of here as far as it relates just to like the colors and numbers to use for working with a particular planet. And keep in mind that when you studying different stuff, be having different information, and right, so ain't none of this set in stone, but this is just to give someone a general idea. So it's saying, doing a ritual with Saturn, black candles are appropriate for Saturn. As for incense, traditionally bad smelling incense was used for Saturn. The numbers of Saturn are 3 or 9. So a ritual with Saturn, for the first time, you may want to do it on a Saturday with black candles, maybe 3 black candles, since the number is 3 or 9, maybe 3 black candles on a Saturday. Put the candles on top of a black cloth, something like that, right? Remember, it's just the energy of that day that you're trying to tap into. So, for Jupiter, gold, purple, or yellow candles are nice for Jupiter, but white is fine too. As for incense, any prosperity, good fortune, or just pleasant smelling incense is fine. As for the number of candles, 4 4 is best, but 1 white candle is fine too. 4 because 4 is the number for Jupiter. And you will want to do that on a Thursday, right? Or at least start it on a Thursday, being that Thursday is Jupiter's day. And maybe do the ritual for 4 days, being that 4 is the number for Jupiter. Like, the shit start to just become common sense once you really just see what's going on and the reasoning behind doing this or that. Again, I'm talking to an absolute beginner or anybody who feel they can get anything useful from the video. Alright, so that was Jupiter. And then let's see. Mars. For Mars, red candles are best. Remember, Mars is the red planet. For incense, frankincense, dragon's blood, myrrh, or hot pepper. As for the number of candles, 5 is the best, but 1 red candle is okay. Maybe put it down on a red tablecloth. You know, Mars, and that's dealing with fire energy, so maybe have a lot of fire involved. I don't know. I guess 5 candles lit, that is a lot of fire. But whatever. So the sun, gold, orange, or purple. No, it says gold, orange, or yellow candles are nice, but white is fine. For incense, frankincense is good, but any prosperity, good fortune, or just pleasant smelling incense is fine. 6 is the number of the sun, so use 6 candles, although 1 white candle is acceptable. And that's for the sun, so of course you might want to start that on a Sunday. Venus ritual. Red, pink, or green candles are fine. White is fine too. For incense, rose or musk is good, but any love or just nice smelling incense is fine. Regarding the number of candles, 7. 7 is the number of Venus. So 7 candles are best, but 1 white candle is fine. Alright. It says best to do on Friday at dawn. Mercury ritual. Mixed color candles are nice, but white is fine. For incense, cinnamon or frankincense is good, but any prosperity, good fortune, or just pleasant smelling incense is fine. As for how many candles, 8 is the number of Mercury, but 1 white candle is fine. So maybe do that for 8 days. Now for the moon ritual. White candles are appropriate. Camphor and frankincense are lunar incenses. 9 is the number of the moon. So use 9 candles if you can, or just one as a practical alternative. Do this on Monday at dawn. Alright, so that's all of them. Right? So, bear in mind that as we talk about the 7 days of the week and the 7 planets that rule those days, planets don't only rule the days, but all during the day, a different planet rules every hour of the day. That's why at some points of the day you might sit down to do something and you can just be struggling with it for no reason. Some shit that might normally just flow good, right? And then another point of the day you might sit down and do it and then things are flowing and clicking. Alright, this is about the energy shifting throughout the days. Every hour of the day has its own energy flow. But to stick with the simplicity, I was going to say that if I was to be doing, let's say, a love spell, I would do it. I would start it on Friday. I would be working with the planet Venus, being that this is the goddess of love, right? That's the description for that energy. So I would do the love spell on Friday, working with the planet Venus. I'd probably put down, and as I'm sitting here saying probably, I'm just saying what's coming to mind right now. Like, what I'm gonna probably do, or at least a basic layout for it, would be to work with Venus on Friday early in the morning, top of the morning. Sunrise might be best, being that would be Venus's hour, but it ain't got to be that technical either. Might lay down a white cloth, use a pink candle, carve some hearts in the candle, probably put down some other stuff on the cloth that speaks a romantic, that gives me like a romance vibe or something. Maybe lay a picture of Cupid down. Maybe something about Valentine's. I'd bring in the color red somewhere, because red is definitely linked to the passion, sexual desire and shit. What else? 7. So I may not use 7 candles. I probably use like just that one pink candle, but probably like 7 hearts. Do the ritual for 7 mornings. I would just start incorporating certain things that represents that Venus energy or that love energy. Yeah. Something else I do. Like, but more than anything, I just get a basic kind of layout in my mind just to get started, but then like I will let my imagination start taking over the ritual process, right? So when it come down to it, like I would probably end up incorporating either certain other physical objects or incorporating other ideas whenever it's time for the actual ritual to be performing. Like I might decide to put on a t-shirt of Gina and Martin. Like this was just popped in my mind. Like put on a t-shirt of Gina and Martin from the Martin Show because of what that represent. Shit like that. That's what I mean about like gotta start letting your imagination talk and lead you to and make suggestions to you, like because that's how it goes. The most powerful, effective things that you can do are going to be the shit that pops from your own mind, more so than the things that you read. The things that we read, you use as a guide, right? A basic layout, because you will find a lot of the like collective archetypal ideas in the books and shit, right? Some things that just automatically kind of like the subconscious is going to connect with. But then the things that rise from out of you, right? These are the things that obviously the mind is really connecting with on a deeper personal level, because this is you. You do want to always involve your own, put your own touch, put your own energy into your ritual. Alright, a lot of the book shit and the little basic shit, that shit just be like little training wheels or just an outline of giving you a way to get there until you know how to get there yourself. That's what books like these do. Anyway, I think I'm gonna leave that at that. I'm out.